Choose. Sorting hat. Okay. You come here with preferences and preconceptions, certain expectation. Can't wait to explore. I can't wait to start.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Sorting hat.
Di sini aja, Ben. Ya, mungkin sih bentar.
A desire to learn? I do enjoy a good puzzle, and I believe I have a ready mind.
You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
Oh, I was suggested to be a Ravenclaw. Yes, I'm going with Ravenclaw. Here we go.
You belong in Ravenclaw!
Ravenclaw, here we go.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Right this way. I'm going to the common room, guys.
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I am, Professor.
This is the entrance to the Ravenclaw common room. You must solve a riddle to enter. I won't be of much help, I'm afraid. This sort of thing has always confounded me.
Who lived longer? The ghost or the poltergeist?
A ghost or a poltergeist? A non-being can never have been.
Smart.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Bobok duyuk. Wah, bangun.
Bagus banget ya.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Belum terlalu kelihatan, tapi it's lumayan luas kayaknya ini gamenya ya.
I am back, bitches. Well,
Lumos.
Udah dalam nih.
Revelio.
Aku lagi buka YouTube nggak ada advertnya.
Di kamar nih, lihat di kamarnya nih.
Ngakak banget si Edward anjir itunya apa? Thumbnailnya.
Download dong makanya dong.
Gak bisa Edward, gak ada. Oh my god, I'm so sad.
This should be interesting.
Coba,
I suppose some introductions are in order.
aimnya susah nggak? Tapi recording video susah.
Masih gampang. Dulu gue juga kebetulan main di Call of Duty di stick PS, jadi bisa lah. Introduce yourself to everyone.
One moment. Watch this.
You don't have to. Tapi kan
Someone threw a
kalian kan
dung bomb. Let's
tapi
get
kan
out
itu
of
kan
here.
belum bukan mau di
That wasn't
Ravenclaw, kan?
quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
So it will be
Right.
different.
What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way.
Mungkin beda.
You
Dia bisa
seem
pilih, bisa
downright
pilih.
calm next to some of these
Bisa pilih.
characters.
Dia
And
bisa
you
pilih.
survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett. Revelio.
Different. Starting Hogwarts. Not right either.
No, I'm guessing you're Samantha. Samantha.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients as long as your brews are all perfect.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Good luck to you, brother, sister. Bisa makan apel.
That's just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant.
Life
You'd
is
think
fun.
you could... Ah! That is not how that...
Gimana
That's just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant. You'd think you could... Ah! That is not how that...
Try lagi, suka. Nggak bisa, soalnya suka itu.
Why, hello. Would you like to take a look? Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all fifth years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you!
Seeing you, Amit.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You had best not keep her waiting.
Right, Professor Weasley, coming for you.
Where are they from? Can't imagine.
There. Apa? Jalan ya. Lari. Iya,
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Thank you, Professor. Makasih. Oh, diary.
Here you are.
Dear diary. Saya bergetar. Norak banget.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Lohan Garba. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Professor.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic
Lumos.
and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Nyalain lampu dulu. Gelap.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bus?
Revelio?
And see what details the field guide can provide.
Ravenclaw bust. This bust created in honor of Ravenclaw House resides in the lofty Ravenclaw Tower. Open field guide. Oh, so accomplishment. View-nya enak, suasananya.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities
You really
like
get the vibes
that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Biasa, ntar minum kopi pakai gini ntar. Spells here apa ini? Evanesco. So, Arresto Momentum. I'm getting freak. Gue jadi freak out nih guys. Oke, nanti we'll see about that later. Gotta follow Professor Lee.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Whoa! Iya, diagonally nyasar. I gotta unlock, kita juga harus unlock the flue flame spot so we can fast travel.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to
You
himself
realize that
for
we're
now.
talking to Professor Weasley?
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Professor Fig,
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Main quest feature. So log give quest can get random okay. Quest. Let's go with charms first. Ooh, I can learn Accio or Leviosa. Let's go with Leviosa first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional
gonna get our
craftsman and a
own
good
wand.
friend.
Oh, shit.
I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Ollivander itu dulu juga tahu gue dia dari Ravenclaw. Let's go. Defense against the dark arts class. Let's do this. Okay, I wanna open. Whoa. Okay. Whoa! Look at that. So cool. Wow.
got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay, here we go.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. Protego.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Good form.
I know.
Protego. Complicated.
Levioso.
This can't be your first.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy in life.
Levioso.
All my students with this adept.
That is it.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Biar kembali jadi masuk ke dalam dunia Hogwarts lagi ya. Lu kan suka.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Revelio.
Huh. Always thought Leviosa was for first years. Not anymore.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Time to go to Charms class. Belajar Akio. Anggil.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Bisa ke teh dulu ya tuh. Teh dulu, Bos. Oke.
Revelio.
Bisa unlock kan. Suara bos agak kecil dan suara game kegedean sedikit, jadi kadang suara kedengaran suara bos. Waduh, oke sorry ini suara digedein dikit. Kedengaran sekarang kok? Kedengaran nggak di sekarang? Kalau sekarang udah jelas belum? Oke.
Revelio.
Okay, now we have to go through here.
I'm truly sorry. I didn't mean.
Wow. Annabelle. Mantap. Thank you infonya ya.
Tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie.
Nettie.
So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Accio.
Cool.
That is not bad.
That is not
You
bad. Kok
are
kayak
a
Astra
swift
suaranya?
learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
Whoa, so she's
Very good,
one
everyone.
of the best.
That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Okay. Apa ini?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
Accio.
Now, think of this excellent control there. Not to worry. That's it! Splendid! Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What's this?
Okay, okay, I see you. I see you.
Yes!
Accio.
I can do that too, boy.
Very good.
Here we go.
Okay.
That is how it's done.
Accio.
Brilliant.
Ah, yeah. Can we win? We should win this. We should win this. Okay, okay, come on. We can do this. 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 Oh, that's perfect. Mantap. Thank you, Luhen. Woohoo.
let us make this
Nice,
a bit
nice,
more
nice, nice.
interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Oh, no.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Nyaris.
Accio.
Do not think I will start going easy
No!
on you now.
Oh, shit. Salah. Oh, man.
Watch this.
Salah. Dah, hajar. Wah, jago dia. Jatuh. Oh. This is tough.
That's it.
Tadi sariknya kita.
Here we go.
Kau pukul. Yes. Wow.
That is how it's done.
I can win this.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not
Accio.
Nicely done.
Makin intens ya Ruhen ya. Tapi pada kita masih.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my fourth year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon.
Mountains of the Moon.
It is not so much a
Sounds
castle
cool.
as
Keren,
a
keren.
beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
No one uses wand? That's incredible.
You can cast spells without a
Keren banget.
wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Until next time.
Of course, you can use
A word, if you would.
if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it to
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did.
You know it won't
I
work.
trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Cool. Oh, we got some equipment. Nice. Nggak pakai baju diginiin. The gear menu. We can change appearance. How can we change appearance? Kayak kocak gitu tadi ya, nggak pakai baju, nggak pakai daleman doang, kayak kutangnya. Mungkin change appearance, how? Pakai mana nih? Oh, yang tadi. Flying mouse outfit. Oh, change appearance. We can do this. Oh, that looks cool. Okay, I see. No. Okay. Sekarang kita what to do? What to do? Okay, so we have to explore now. Kita explore. New quest. Weasley after class. Oh, let's do duel first then. Kita duel dulu.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Go through, kita sini. Apa ini?
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Lumos.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio.
Okay. Wow, look at the view. Pemandangannya gila. Keren. Movementnya juga enak gitu. Jadi nggak yang game yang asal bikin gitu loh.
Revelio.
Iya. Level 1 lock. Oh shit, ada thieves.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you Praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me confined inside of a jar. But he failed at his contagious charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges.
Revelio.
Niat ya bikin gamenya dibikin niat banget sih emang sih.
Protego. Lumos.
Gue kurang tahu dari lamanya sih. Tapi udah berapa kali di delay memang. Ini gue pakai gambarnya bukan yang quality loh ya, gue pakai yang performance karena gue pengen smooth grafiknya. Enggak, kan lu bisa pilih gitu antara mode lebih ke kualitas gambar atau ke smoothnya gitu, FPS. Apa ini?
Lumos. Accio. Levioso.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Speak with Lucan. Hi, Lucan.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret
Tadi
signing
Ravenclaw. Tadi ada Slytherin juga. Okay, initiate round. Oh, okay.
Confringo! Levioso! Expulso! Potato! Lumos. Levioso! You're better than that! Sungo!
Levioso, don't try them now.
Levioso! Lumos. Lumos.
Find the one.
Levioso! Oh, Accio, there goes my way. Lumos. Levioso! Come on! Accio! Lumos! Levioso! Is that all you've got? Potato! Stupid one! Accio!
I could never duel like that.
Bad.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Levioso!
Okay. Kita harus ke... Oke, nah kita mau ke sini.
Why is she always holding his hand? I've seen them.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Lumos. Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Is it? Oh, that is nearby. Nearby the statue over there. Look at patung situ.
Revelio.
Wait. Okay, bentar. Whoa! Look what we have here. Ada rahasia, cuy.
Revelio. Lumos.
Katanya dekat tiang itu. Bentar, dekat tiang ini. Di sini tuh ada.
Lumos. Levioso. Accio.
I suppose I'd be curious about
Iya. Gue disuruh lagi nyari ada secret gitu nih. Nggak disuruh sih, pengen nyari sendiri aja. Penasaran. Ini gambarnya kayak gini nih.
Lumos.
Oh, dari sini. Oh, itu ini. Oh, di bawah sini berarti harusnya. Oh, ini.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Accio. The moth stopped. Perhaps I need to keep casting Lumos on it.
Oh. So.
Absolutely sweet.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Emang orang Ravenclaw gue, suka puzzle-puzzle.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
Yeah.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose.
Gara-gara
Pity I was
pre-order
so close to
dapat.
solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles.
Yeah.
Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain.
Masih kok, masih dapat.
Well, I'm glad someone figured it
Thank
out.
you, Luhen.
The moth! I should have seen that.
Like a moth to a prey.
Lumos. Accio.
Wow, okay. Let's meet Professor Weasley. Kita disuruh nyamperin tuh. Keren banget lukisannya, gerak-gerak. Wah, ini. Okay, where? Ini apa nih? Oh, ini teka-teki lagi nih. Oh, gambarnya ada di tanda tanya. Tapi gue udah lihat tanda tanya itu di mana? Udah lihat di screen.
Oh dear.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected
Kenapa?
my light as a feather charm to
PS-nya.
use on my library books.
Gua ada,
My arms
ini
get
ada,
so tired
ada layar
carrying them
yang
around all day.
60
But I must have
FPS.
confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my
Yeah, 4K.
incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me.
Karena pakai
There are
kacamata
only
kali ya.
5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them
berarti lu
and
kan
bring
sukanya
them
yang
to me, I
kawaii
can
kayak
remove
gini ya,
the
yang ada
charm.
freckle-nya. Flying off the shelves. Wait, tadi gue ada lihat ini nih soalnya nih.
Natty doesn't seem to mind having her mother and
Ini tadi ada di sini tadi.
Revelio.
Gue harus ada ini lagi nih, ada lagi.
Accio. Lumos.
I think
What
there
are you
were
up to
dossiers
now?
as well. But surely those were curdle.
Oh, ini kalau misalnya gue pakai itu gue bisa bakal buka. Oke, ini apa ya? 17. Satunya apa? 17, bukan. Ini 21, ini 11. Berarti satu lagi gambar apa berarti gitu kan? 11, 1, 10. Ya, oke. Putaran apa nih? Bisa 4, 5. Ada yang kebuka? Oh enggak. Salamander. Dihitungnya dari mana ya? Kalau misalnya ini tuh itu di atas, ini ke bawah. Satu berarti yang itu. Rot apa? Yang mana? Yang di atas? Kenapa lo bilang gitu? Angka. Tapi tanda tanya cuma ada 2. Berarti harusnya soft 2 ini aja sih. Oke, ntar dulu deh itu. Tuh, enggak 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, loh, cuma 10 doang gambarnya. Pertama all. Ke-11 all. Kita sijak. Coba kita coba. Tadi pertama dimulai dari tanda tanya ini. Oh, ini yang tanda tanya 1, berarti ini buat yang di atas nih. Berarti yang atas ini apa ya? Kenapa 21? Kalau 21 ini 20, 21. Tua dapat malam Jupan lalu 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 11 tambah itu berapa nih? 11 tambah 3, 14. Berarti tambah 7 lagi itu 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Berarti salah number yang ini salah number nih kan. Kalau ini 17, ini berarti itu 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 tambah 10, 16 tambah 1 lagi. Berarti yang muka ini harusnya di atas. Coba muka ini ada nggak di atas nih? Ada. Nggak ada kan urutan. Dia nggak semuanya kebuka. Dan next time aja lah, ntar nih buang-buang waktu. Gue pengen coba explore yang lain dulu. Gue harus samperin. Oke, Profesor.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Revelio.
Sampai nama kucing. Saya berhenti cuma buat ngelus kucing doang.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well.
Night. Thank you.
Did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... What was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Bisa ngelus-ngelus gitu doang ya, Hen ya?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Alright. Bisa ke Hogsmeade.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Alright. Part 2-nya kita end dulu sampai sekarang. Hen, cabut dulu. Thank you udah nemenin streamingnya. Besok pagi kita lanjut lagi. Kalau misalnya memang ada waktu, join kita sambil ngobrol-ngobrol live bareng. Thank you ya. Selamat malam. Good night lu Hen. Thank you.